Hello to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for the Arsenal versus Spurs, the North London derby. This game is the game that I always look forward to every season, especially when the fixtures come out. I want to know exactly when are we playing against Spurs. Now, for me, I absolutely cannot stand them. I cannot stand anything about Spurs. I can't stand the supporters because, to be honest, I've got Spurs, supporters in my family as well, and they drive me absolutely nuts. I can't stand their little chicken on the ball. Absolutely don't get the point of that. I just can't stand anything about them. Nothing. Now, for me, this game is about bragging rights. This is what it's about, and showing what colour North London is. North London to me will always be red. Even in the previous years where we haven't been playing that great, where Spurs have been above us for the last 3 seasons. Now, for me, I think that Tottenham have been the better side. Don't get me wrong, they have been the better side, but they will never be a bigger club like Arsenal is. And this is where North London will be red. You have to have a look at the club's history, in terms of the games like these, like the North London derby. Now, every time that Arsenal play against Spurs, we always beat them. We've had a few draws here and there, we've had a win, but Spurs have only beaten us once in the league at the Emirates. And obviously they beat us away in the last game of White Hart Lane as well, before their stadium got changed. Now, for this game, I want our players to go for the neck from the very start. We need to show that attacking threat that we've got. And this is where I think that maybe playing with a front three, I think would be best, because you're using all of our firepower in front. Our defence has got to be top notch. These players they should know what it means to play in the North London derby. And you know what? They've got to play to the way how it means to us fans. It means everything to us fans. I always still get the butterflies every time we play them during that North London derby week. But you only have to look at the last 15 games of Spurs as well. Spurs have been an absolute mess just lately. You only also have to look at the last Premier League game that Spurs played was against Newcastle at home to them, and they lost. So we need to attack them. I know that they're going to be vulnerable at this precise time, but we need to think about us. I know. Like, if you look at the Tottenham's game against Newcastle, for them to lose, now that's no disrespect to Newcastle, okay. But I know, obviously, Arsenal also lost against Liverpool at Anfield. But losing at Anfield is nothing to be ashamed about, because Liverpool are a great side. But to losing at home to Newcastle at your own ground, man. But yeah, as I said, I want us to come out of the traps from the get-go and to attack Spurs where it hurts. Now, I noticed that during the Newcastle, I noticed that a lot of the time, Newcastle was attacking Spurs' right-hand side, and that's how they opened them up. Now, I think that Arsenal might have to do the same again. We might have to do that. Now, in terms of the team selection, which I will get into in a minute, Unai Emery has got a massive headache, and do you know what? He needs to set us up right for the win, in terms of defensively, in terms of, the middle third, and obviously the final third. He needs to set us up completely right. And we need to get the transition and the possession right as well in the middle. So hopefully we can do that. And I'm hoping that Unai Emery does set this team up to a way that we are going to win. I don't want us to keep playing out from the back, because playing out from the back consistently, for me, is getting a bit boring. I don't feel that our players are comfortable in playing out from the back. This is what I feel anyway. I don't think they are comfortable with it. What I would like to see Unai Emery do in this game, I would like to see him mix it up. I want to see him, like, at one point, play the ball out from the back, And if that doesn't go ahead, I want him to play the balls over the top, you know, just to mix it up. That's what I would like to see. So, guys, with that said, I'm going to get into my 1 to 11 for this game. And for me, as I said before, Unai Emery has got a selection headache, especially when it comes to either if he's playing with a back four or if he's playing with a back three, and whether or not he's gonna use our main front three attackers. Now, let's get into my predicted lineup. So for me, starting off in goal, and that is Bernd Leno. It is a pretty straightforward choice. I don't even need to, give my reasoning for it. He's the main choice, so it's going to be Bernd Leno. I'm going to stick with a back four, because I think this is what I'm going with. The formation I've gone with is a 4-3-3. I think we need to use it. So let's get into it. So, in the defensive area, in the flat four, playing at right back is going to be Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, he's born and bred of Arsenal. He came through the Arsenal Academy, so he should know exactly what the North London derby means. I know that in the academy side, it's exactly the same. They take it very, very seriously in terms of, it's still Spurs at the end of the day, okay? But I'm hoping that in this game, he can cause problems down that side and just stay solid. Just keep things simple. And you know what? Show us what the North London derby means to you. So I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Playing at left back, I'm going to go with Sead Kolasinac. Now, my only reasoning for this is I have only found out today that Nacho Monreal has left Arsenal and he's gone back to Spain. So I wish him all the best. And at the moment, Sead Kolasinac will have to come in and step in. And he will need to step up his game. Because Tierney, I don't think is that far away from coming into the side and recovering from his injury. So I'm going to go with Sead Kolasinac. And as I said, he needs to step up. So I'm going to go with Sead Kolasinac. As my two centre-backs, first off, I'm going to go with Socrates. Now, for me, I think that Socrates knows what the North London derby means. He's had it before when we played at home when we won 4-2. And he even celebrated when he made that massive tackle against Harry Kane. At that point, he literally had Harry Kane in his pocket. He was probably going through his pockets, getting his car keys out, getting his wallet out, picking out Harry Kane. I want him to do the same. I want him to stay solid and keep his discipline as well. So I'm going to go with Socrates. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with David Luiz. Now, I know he's only new into the team, but he should know exactly what the North London derby means. He's been in the Premier League long enough to know. I know he's been playing with Chelsea, so he knows the sort of rivalry between us and Chelsea. But I want him to know what it's about when he's on that field for us. So I'm going to go with David Luiz. We're going to move into the midfield area. First off, as two defensive midfielders, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. I think against Liverpool, I think he was a massive miss. And I think that Torreira for this game, he'll be key because he likes to attack Tottenham. He likes to press them quite a lot. So I'm hoping he will do the same. He done it at home last season and he scored that marvellous goal, and that was his first Arsenal goal, was in the North London derby. So I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Playing alongside him now, I've got a feeling that Unai Emery will go with Granit Xhaka. I've got no doubt that he will go for him. But in my lineup, I'm not. I'm going to go with Joe Willock. My simple reasoning is because I think he gives that little bit more as to what Granit Xhaka does. I also feel Joe Willock, he's an academy player just like Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So he will get what the North London derby is. But my concern is I feel that this game will be a bit too hasty to bring him into because of the intensity. But for him to play in the academy side against Spurs, I think he will have no problem whatsoever. I think he played absolutely brilliant against Liverpool. He stuck up to him. And I think if he does play in this game, I think he'll do exactly the same. So I'm going to go with Joe Willock. Playing in the number 10 role, I am going to go with Dani Ceballos. Now, my reasoning for Dani Ceballos is that I noticed a lot of the time against Liverpool, he was playing out on that right-hand side. He needs to come in. He needs to be more central. I think Dani Ceballos would give that a little bit more to what Mesut Ozil will. I feel that also, you know, Dani Ceballos has played in rivalry games before. You know, he's played with Real Madrid against Barcelona, which is a massive rivalry out in Spain. So I think he will get it. He will definitely get the whole rivalry. So I'm going to go with Dani Ceballos. Playing in the attacking area, the front three. First off, out on the right is Nicolas Pepe. I feel that he would be ideal for this game. Now, I don't think it will take him that long to adapt to the Premier League. I noticed during the Liverpool game, Robertson for Liverpool is probably one of the best left backs in the Premier League. But he got spun left, right and centre by Nicolas Pepe. Now, what I want Nicolas Pepe to do, I want him to put in his head to say, look, every time I receive that ball, I'm going to beat the defender every time. And I think that is what he needs to do, because I think during the Liverpool game, I think he was a little bit soft. I don't think that he was committed enough. So that's what I'm going to go with, Nicolas Pepe. Playing out onto the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I know he was a bit quiet during the Liverpool game. He had a chance with a looped ball over the top. His work rate wasn't too bad, but I just feel he lacked it a little bit. I think he was just having just one of those off days. But hopefully this game, I'm hoping he will step up and hopefully he will score some goals, because Aubameyang, he scored 2 goals the last time at the Emirates. And do you know what? He knows what this North London derby means. So I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Playing in the middle of the three, I'm going to go with Alexander Lacazette. Now, it was nice for him to get a goal on his returning coming back against Burnley. Liverpool, he should have started. I think that he should have started the game. And I think he would have been key, because what he will have done, he will have holded up the ball and he will have got the ball to Abba to score. And I think that was missing. That's the only criticism that I will give Unai Emery, is that he should have picked Laka and Torreira for that game. But I expect him to come on. I expect him to score a few goals. You know, he scored the goal last time when we played them. So, yeah, why not? So, guys, that is my preview. That is my 1 to 11. Let me know in the comments box, as always, if you agree or if you disagree with my 1 to 11. And let me know of your predicted score. My predicted score for this game, I'm going to go with an Arsenal 4-1 win. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you are hitting that notification bell. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you're also leaving your comments below. Guys, until my players' ratings, I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.